Yo, what's up, traders? We're back again for the weekly outlook. Last week was a crazy week. SPY made an history mark on the chart. We make a new all-time high, which is really significant, showing more bullish price action from the buyers. Right, crazy price action, making new highs in the market. A lot of money getting pushed on. A lot of bullish traders making money, which is beautiful. And unfortunately for the bears, getting slaughtered in the process, because this, from where we came from that last bounce from that trend line, we have a strong push. All the sellers getting destroyed and the buyers making a bunch of dollars. All right, they're making a bunch of money. Their money going up. So we're gonna talk about the price action. We're gonna talk about the price level we're watching. We'll be watching next week. But before that, let's go quickly on the weekly calendar so we know exactly what kind of event we'll be dealing with next week. So quickly, let's go to the calendar. Alright, so now we are on the weekly calendar. Let's see what we have next week. So on Monday, all I see on the weekly calendar is the US leading economy. On Tuesday, it's going to be a quiet day. We have nothing scheduled, which is good. It's going to be a really peaceful trade to trade. On Wednesday, we have PMI. Alright, that will actually move the market. And on Thursday, we have initial jobless claim when I'm watching also the Q4 GDP preliminary, and also some of the sales order that we need to take care of. So if you trade any retail stock, so all those data might be important to you. But Friday might be the day where we have a lot of movement. So if you swing from Thursday to Friday, that's what you need to be really careful on. So we have a couple of meaningful data that will come on Friday. So we have personal income and spending. So we're gonna know how the consumer are doing in general, and we have some inflation data coming out. So we have core PC and the PC index that actually we're gonna have a good idea about where inflation is going. So the last read, we have a hard rate on inflation, harder than expected. So it's really interesting to see if the Fed might actually go into the pen for a rate cut. It's getting less likely. If the inflation going up, or most likely we won't see that. Let's see how we react in general when we have the core PC being released this Friday. So we're gonna go back on the chart to talk about some technical, especially on SPY, so we know exactly where the market will go. So let's go back. So we are back in SPY, and again, last week was crazy, making a whole new all-time high, and we need to talk about it really quick. So right now I'm on the weekly time frame. And the weekly time frame now, we had our second green week in the row, right? Bouncing from the 457 price level, we're making a new high on that week. So last week we were up about 1.21%, about like 5.75 points in general. Strong day, right? And that actually happened after SPY trying to sell off to the downside, and we have a strong bounce at the 470 level and have a change of trend and start moving up. So let's go to the daily really quick. As I already mentioned, all right, so we actually started the week, on with a gap down. All right, so we have Monday was closed, we have a closed market, so we only have a 4-day week, short week in general. So we started the week on Tuesday, so we have a gap down, and we continue on Wednesday with another gap down. So really bearish price action starting this week. But we have a whole change on price action direction. All right, so we started here and we have a whole turn that way and making history all-time high on SPY. All right, and we actually break that last resistance to make a new all-time high. So where do we go from here? All right, but something before that, something to mention about the price action of SPY. We're going to make an all-time high, and what I like to see as we break resistance, we're having a nice increase on volume. You can see how after from Wednesday to Thursday to Friday, we kept increasing the volume, pushing that the buyers was more exciting to push, to put more gas on the buying pressure to go higher and higher. That's why we made it all new all-time high. So from next week now, we're getting into a new territory. Where do we go from here? All right. So personally, I'm still in the bullish side. All right. I'm still in the bullish side because I actually like how we stayed inside that range for a while, and now it seems like we're breaking that level. And I love to see those kind of price action because it's gonna show that where we might go from here. So this area when we trade in a range, it seems like we kind of have some indecision. We don't know where we go. So the tighter the range, the higher the indecision. And now it seems like we might be leaving that indecision phase. All right, but I'm not gonna be jumping right away on the price action trying to buy. No, I I'm gonna be waiting to see some good opportunity first before getting into the price action. Of course, I'm a swing trader, so I love to get into trade that might actually help me to capitalize on the bigger time frame. So on SPY specifically, I'm currently on a daily time frame. Actually having that breakout on SPY right here. But what I'm watching to see on SPY, if we continue to push, the main level for target will be around the 500 level. I'm not expecting to SPY to actually hit that next week. That's about like about 3% move to the upside for SPY to get to that level. Let me check that really quick. So where we are right now. So if you get to like the 500, yeah, that's about almost like a 3.6% move, which is like a lot for 1 week. So I'm not expecting SPY to actually hit that level next week, but I'm also watching for a possible push to that level. So if it started pushing to that level, I'll probably trying to catch some type of momentum from that level. But the main price action scenario that I'm probably watching on, if we decide to go to that level, is trying to push a little bit back and came back for a possible retest, because we actually cleared that last high. Now we might came back to retest that level to see that if those barriers are pretty much more confident about the price action and can actually keep holding the price above that level for a nice bounce, and we have a nice push to that 500. So this is something I'm watching on for a possible retest, and if we come and see some hold of that level, I'll probably load up on some long swing, or even like load up on some spike call as well, with the goal to go near that 500 level. All right. So let's talk about some key level to watch for tomorrow. So let's go into the 1 hour really quick. So I can see in the 1 hour we actually clear that level, destroy that level, strong push to the upside, and something to actually mention, which I already mentioned again. So I'll probably watch for next week to come back for that retest. Right, that report to 478.5, 478.6. See if you can come and retest that price level. So the first level I'll probably watch will be the 480. So if you lose that level, if you cannot hold that level, we most likely will come to the 478, 473.6 level for another retest. Alright. So but if we can clear the 482, 483, we can definitely push all the way to 485 and 485.75. So that will be my main target from Monday to Wednesday. Alright, so these two targets here, that will be my two targets for next week in general. But I'm definitely watching for a nice pullback right here. This is where I'm probably gonna enter. Why I want that pullback is because I don't like to buy stuff when they actually extended. Right, and if you know the way the market structure works, right, we like to move in type of staircase or wave in general. So we have impulse, pullback, impulse, pullback, impulse. Now we need to see some type of pullback. We either come by the pullback on the 480, or we go all the way down to like the 478.5. Alright, so that's the level I'm watching for next week. If you have any question, put in the comment, and let's get it next week. Thanks for watching.